Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Meosha Bean. Welcome to the after show. And it's basically a wind down and a little kind of little mini episode where it's just you and I talking about the topic of the day. And the topic of the day is about entrepreneurship and cultivating your talent and making profit on your talent and your skill set. Well, I have a different, for those who don't know, my background is film. And I'll just use myself as an example. I have these skill sets that I learned from film school, from acting, all kind of things. Um, so I became an asset versus, so I have a skill set that people need, and therefore there's room and there's a market for it, right? But then there's other ways to make money off of your talents. And for me, I ended up taking things that I know and basically packaging, patch it, I'll package it into something that, obviously you can find somewhere else, but make it, finding that thing, that need that people need an answer for, and feeling that need. So whether that's in editing or sound or equipment, um, I would do that in my field. Well, so entrepreneurship is really really cool because I got into it after I discovered film and I did the acting thing. I wanted to take and hone in on my own skills and figure out, working for people is great, but that's not the end all be all for me. And I always knew that I wanted to find another avenue, a direction where I could go and use my talents. But I didn't want to feel like I was being used or exhausted by the end of the day when we're working, going, a 9 to 5, working for somebody, having a boss. I get it, but that was something that I was like, I want to be um, free to do what I want to do and how I want to do it. Because I know the knowledge that I have acquired over the years. And don't get me wrong, I studied and I figured it out. But then I was like, okay, I have my own little process. I can teach others that don't know. So, thus, the courses that we're going to be having available for people, and that's a very affordable and things that I didn't know and discovered, and I feel like now this information is so vital that I use for my career. um, and I was taught, and I just wanted to package it up to where I can teach others. So I feel like everyone has that, whether whatever skill that is, it could be cooking, baking, um, how to skateboard, just how to build something, but using that thing and then making money off of it. As an entrepreneur, people, what people see is the end product, what you post, what you put out. So they'll see, in my case, the movie poster, they'll see the trailer, they'll see, the brand, they'll see all the stuff that we've done, right? They don't see the process of it, the behind the scenes of getting that stuff done. And that's really the work. um and the reason why it's work, because we're doing it, we're going out and seeking the answer ourselves. We're going out to figure out, okay, where do you get this information to apply it, right? So in order to get this, this cap, right, I had to go and find a manufacturer, a company that produces clothing, and figure out, okay, is the material good, is it worth investing in, and do I think others will like it too? Well, and I think it's one of those things that you just don't know. You just have to go for it, trial and error. Um, but I was so ever so blessed to find a company that, I thought has really good material. B, who approached me. There's other places I definitely want to go to check out other things, but um, yeah, I really find that when you're cultivating and taking control of your own life, it's really going out and trying to find information and make it easier enough for people to find accessible, because there's, we live in a world that's so informative. We have so much information being thrown at us 24/7, and it kind of gets kind of jumbled up in all this stuff, right? So just finding a way to give someone the answer and have it so they can access it easy. I mean, we're living in a digital world, anything's possible. So it's such a wonderful time that we can, take control of our own lives and make something happen. And yeah, I mean, like anything that I've done, I did the research and I put the work in. I mean, it's the thing, it's like you're going to have to put whatever you put in is what you get out, right? So you got to make, in order to make money, you got to spend it. um and and then again, then I think that's a beautiful thing about a lot of entrepreneurs that I've met over the years and people who have successful businesses. They failed many times. They've built a business up from the ground up, and sometimes that business crumbles and they get another business and another business until something like sticks and works, right? So it's one of those things, it's a journey. I want to encourage people out there, how whatever background and age you are and gender you are, it's never too late to get started and to look for information. I mean, I look at Gary V. He's someone who puts information out there that is really informative for the digital age that we live in. Like he was talking about, um, what is it? He was talking about YouTube Reels and getting your stuff um, seen, And I think we live in a time now we want to put our content out to masses of people, to a lot of people, and in order to do that, it's like, where do you go and put this information, and what platform? There's YouTube, there's Facebook. I mean, Instagram, there's TikTok, social media, crazy, and Gary Vee talks about in a lot of his videos, okay, what's the next thing? Because he's actively putting out content, videos, and posts about, how to do it yourself and things to make your life a little easier. When I saw something that he did about Reels on YouTube, and then I started posting stuff for Reels, and it definitely brought my business up. I did with my clothing company and then my production company. I would put my clips, in these little, with these reels, in these 60-second clips, and even on Facebook as well. And it's been really getting a lot of attention. And I had one video that went to almost 200,000 within like a few weeks. So it's really just, you know, plugging in and doing the work. So for those entrepreneurs out there that, um, you know, aspiring entrepreneurs, people that want to get into the film industry or whatever it is that you want to do with your business, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah, just start, do the research, look around, and, try to find like-minded people that are doing things and are doing it on a certain level that you want to see your business scale off to. But yeah, this is definitely something that I really am very passionate about, the entrepreneur life. I've never, I don't do the 9 to 5. I literally work for everything that I do. So it looks easy to people, what we do as entrepreneurs, but my goodness, guys, it's definitely not for the weak, for sure. um, um, but it's exciting to take control of your own life and your own destiny, and just like, especially if you have a vision that you want to see yourself at, and you know how to figure out to do it. How do we do it? So I think really the biggest advice I can say is start and don't stop. Because from when I started years ago, I mean, I've been doing this since. I mean, and just also to just encourage others out there who are listening. I started when I was like 16, as far as like my M.V.B films production. I started with the help of my parents. So it's been around for a long time. And now I'm 33 years old. So I've been at this for a long time, but I will say that I've gotten to work and meet a lot of people over the years that have given me knowledge so that I can give others the things that I've learned. And it's like paying it forward, because really we're all here we have all this information, really to help others as well see their way through and get out of debt or get out of the rut that they're in of saying that I can't do this. But no, you really can. You really can. Anybody can do it. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this coverage of today's little mini after show for creator to creators. Yeah, we're gonna have a few special guests coming on it soon. Um, in the next coming few months. A lot of great guests, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people with multi-million dollar businesses that we're going to be talking to and really, really having a conversation about how to do this wealth management thing and scaling whatever business that you have, whether it's in the industry, whether it's not a part of the industry, but living a successful entrepreneur life. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Creators to Creators. Remember, keep it locked, subscribe to us on all the podcast platforms. Like I said, we have episodes on Facebook, we have episodes on YouTube. You can catch the main YouTube channel for M.V.B Films Productions on YouTube at M.V.B Films Productions on YouTube channel and also on Facebook. A big announcement: we have a great film. We partnered up with myself and a few other great people have partnered up with Gore Culture. It's one of the top horror media content creations out there. If you haven't heard of them, check it out. We produced a really awesome film called Project Paranoia that is picked up by Brain Damage Films VOD. So it's going to be on streaming, available for streaming very, very soon. Your girl is in it as well. I did the cinematography. So yeah, we had a really awesome time. Francesco Monti, who's a director, Andrew Lloyd Preston, and so many more amazing actors inside of the film. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, a lot of great things coming out this year. Thank you guys again for listening, and we'll see you guys next episode on Creators to Creators. Keep it locked.